Welcome to the sick house again, aren't you?
Sick kid.
It is just like, what is going
So
on?
I was feeling jealous because you were all sick in the UK, so I thought I must join in.
I genuinely do not. Oh, shut up. I genuinely do not know a time where I've heard so many people sick
No.
and ill in the last 2 weeks. A lot of the entertainers have been on the deathbeds all the way through the Christmas season.
Yeah, I did well to get
season, haven't
through it without that.
they? Yeah, you did. They've been. You did really well to get through that.
Yeah.
And then just like yesterday, last night, you sat on the couch. You went, "Oh, here we go."
Yeah.
And then that was it. You started
I
going
felt at
downhill.
work when I was at work on Friday night. I'm going, this throat's a bit
Where were you Friday night? Mustangs.
Mustang Sally's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very strange evening. Have to follow in the darts and everybody's sitting with the chairs facing the tellies. And
Did you all watch the darts? I actually had a good evening that night. I was working when the darts were on, and I don't think I was working at Waxy O'Shea's from 8:15 till 10:45, and I don't think any other act could have been on at the same time as the darts, unless it was not like mine. Because I was playing the music, going along with it, I was chatting along with it, doing the running commentary with it. Every time you won a set, it was like, so you could actually go with the darts. You couldn't stand up there and sing while that was on, because not one person would have given you the time of day.
I struggled to sing after the
Yeah.
darts had finished.
Everybody
Because
just
they weren't there to watch the singer, they were there to watch the darts. And it wasn't until they all got up and cleared off, the majority of them anyway.
yeah.
Then
Everybody
another
was.
audience came in, then the night changed again.
It was bizarre, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was just everybody. I mean, it's fantastic to see. 17 years of age, Luke Littler was absolutely brilliant. Did you watch it? Did you guys watch it? Did you like it? History was being made there.
Did you see some of the press got hold of him giving his brother money in the car park outside Ali Pali?
No,
Yeah. And they're like, and so it begins.
that's wrong.
Yeah.
That's not right, is it?
And you're like, so he was handing money over to his brother. And then like, he might just, you know what I mean?
That's just dreadful. Thank you for the sound and picture, good Raymondo. Appreciate that. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody's doing okay. Craig's on. Craig, are you still over here? Are you back in the UK yet? Living the dream. Awful weather in the northeast. I know. I've been chatting with my daughter Alice.
It looks lovely though, doesn't it?
And well, she says now it snowed all last night and now it's raining, so it's now going to be black slush.
Black slush.
Which is going to be horrible. The picture I saw from Alan Fraser was nice in Scotland.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the snow. And Raymondo as well, Patricia in Lytham. They put nice pictures up on there. Ruth Robertson, how are you? JJ, good afternoon. Hope you're doing okay. Let's have a look. Mark Robert Murphy, I thought that was funny. Push the buttons and stuff. Happy New Year to you as well, Anne. Happy New Year to you both. Sandra says, good afternoon, everyone. I hope all is well.
Sorry.
What point? Oh, no, bless you. Feliz Año Nuevo, Rick and Shelley, thank you so much. Hi, Rick, Shelley, and all tuning in to see the sun, not the snow. I think that's the truth, isn't it? That was the other
Sorry
thing.
about the horrible face that you've got to look at first.
It's been cold here, though, hasn't
Cold, blinking freezing.
We've got questions for you today as well. It's not just for one-way street, it's a two-way street today. People who have a fire in the house.
Yeah.
What I decided to do, or we decided to do today, was put the fire on.
Yeah.
And we've got some wood kindling that we bought. All right, granted it's from Chinatown, so it might not be the best, but we've got wood kindling.
It's wood, isn't it? You
And
would have thought.
because it was the first fire, we thought we'd do a little fire and see how it goes. So we built a little fire. And to be honest with you, the fire looked really, really quite pretty because it was a little fire, but there was no heat coming off it. Now, my question to you is, because it's an inside fire with a chimney and it goes into a tube chimney stack at the top, because the fire was so small, is the heat going up the chimney chute?
I think it needed to
Because
be
it's being drawn by the
bigger
wind?
fire.
Or do we need to build a bigger fire to get the heat coming into the house? Because I don't know, because it was like, the fire looked all right.
Alison says she has to turn the volume up to 78 to hear you.
I'm full on. I'm full on all the time. Raymondo says sound and picture good. There's some.
It must be you. You might need to turn your own volume up on the side of whatever device you're looking at.
Yeah. Hi Rick, sorry Shelley having another cold, says Tricia. So the story about the fire, if anybody knows about the fire, do you think the fire could have been too small?
Have a look at the sticks. I'm sure it's got something around the front saying it's got ecological sticks. I don't know if it makes a difference or not.
I don't know. Let's have a look.
I don't know. I just thought they were. I thought sticks are sticks.
That's what we bought.
Dry for the use of rapid burning for chimneys and barbecues, easy to light.
So we've got that. You can see the size. You can see the size of it, and that. So we put about that much on, and we didn't really get any heat out of it, did we?
You could stick his hand virtually in the fire, couldn't you?
I wasn't really impressed, to be honest with you.
No, it looked
No.
lovely.
So since then we've pulled out the heater. We've got the heater on
the
now as
radiator
well.
on now.
Yeah. Hi Tricia, how are you? Happy New Year to you. Slushy's full of dark brown sand from the gritters everywhere. It looks a mess. So the pretty picture's gone. Still here, Rixie, tonight, Shelley. So Craig's coming down tonight. The family
I'll try my
tobogganing.
best, Craig. I'll try my best.
The family tobogganing in the Yorkshire Hilly countryside.
Oh, nice.
That sounds sweet, doesn't it? Let's have a look. You've tried to send the volume up. Just check on yours. Just refresh it. Lemon tree wood is less smoke, I believe. We did all right. There wasn't that much smoke coming in, was there?
No.
Ah.
Yeah, good.
I got it. There you go. Let's have a look. Reese says, hi, Rick and Shelley. Safely back home, not without having to take my shoes off and walking in the house with my socks on. It was like an ice rink.
Oh, my
Trying
God.
to get into the house at 1:30 in the morning.
Not bad.
Reese, it was a pleasure meeting you and your family again. Chloe, Sharon, and I can't remember your dad's name. I'm so sorry. But it was
Dad?
Yeah.
Oh, Dad.
Pleasure to meet you. It really was.
Thank you for the tunics.
Sound is not good, but use earphones is okay. Sound not good. This is...
You need to turn the sound up on your phone. Does that make any difference?
No. You see, I can hear it quite fine on my computer.
You were all right.
So look on there. Sound, everything's loud as loud can be. Can we do it to turn... Is there a volume switch on the... turn that off there.
It's weird because we can hear it on ours fine.
We hear it on ours fine. I'm just looking to see if there's a volume switch on there. There isn't because it's all electronic. We'll have a look on here, see if there's any volume switches on here to have a look at. And if not...
See, some people say it sounds okay for me. Mine's full. Mine's full volume now.
I don't know.
Sounds great. It's like, I don't know.
I don't know, it keeps coming up. We use these microphones because we're a little bit further away and we don't want to shout too much. When I do the Just Rick one, I don't use the microphones. I tend to just walk and talk and pick the microphone up off there. But there we go. Let's have a look. Sound perfect for me. Okay. Guy's mum has one. You do a small fire until it warms the flue. Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then make a bigger fire. It will heat the room and no smoke will enter the room. Hope that helps. Sounds absolutely fine.
Yes,
that is
help.
interesting.
That does help.
That is interesting.
So we should have carried on.
Yeah. So we should have carried on. Okay. Marita Perez, feliz año desde Uruguay. Abrazo. Uruguay is still on.
Uruguay.
Marita, hi, how are you? Let's have a look. So it sounds good. My number two sound is fine. Tuned it up to 35. I can hear you. Thank you very much. Let's have a look. Hi from a snowy Manchester. Everybody's
snowing in there.
The airports have been shut and everything.
Yeah, they closed runways and everything.
They closed Tenerife airport the other day. Why, Shelley?
Because
Why?
some rich person arrived on a private jet. The jet broke down on the runway, so then they had to close the runway, diverted some of the flights, quite a few, to Gran Canaria and the rest to the north, until they could move the jet. I mean, surely...
Sure, you'd have a tow truck.
You'd have a tow truck to move it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
If they've got something to push a plane back, because the planes don't go reverse.
No.
So if they've got something to push it back, surely they could just push it back to the other side.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
It was a big deal, and the other big deal was a fire yesterday.
Two fires, wasn't there?
Oh, there's one here. Yeah, there's one up here. There was a fire yesterday on a bus at Siam Mall, open top bus they're calling it.
Free bus?
I think everybody got off okay, which I've hoped so. I've not seen any more news about it.
No.
Facebook just becomes like videos left, right, and centre of it, didn't it? And I think the bus was completely gutted.
Yeah, it looked like.
And that was just on the junction of the Siam Mall, so the motorway was chaos.
Yeah.
And we didn't go down that way purposely. We stayed away from it.
Stayed completely away from that.
But it's been really, really, really bad. So no, that was sad news yesterday. But I think everybody was okay from it. First time in over 50 years I've been sledging, says Colin, and helping build a snowman with the local kids. My arthritis is killing me now. Was it worth it, Colin? Was it worth it? It most probably is. You're living the dream doing that, then, aren't you? And then at the end, it's like, oh my God. It's normally the following morning you wake up and you go, no.
Can't feel it.
No, I know. Snow here, but rain later, says Marie. I've turned my volume up, nice one. Hear you loud and clear. Thank you very much. You sound like you got a cold, Shelley.
I am.
Says Craig. Magic McQuaid. Yeah, that was my jet. Sorry about that. No snow, just rain in Edinburgh. Oh, good afternoon, Shelley. Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year to you as well, Alan. I saw your pictures of the snow up there. Where you are. It's absolutely beautiful to see.
It does look lovely.
Poor old Shelley, you sound awful. Hope you feel better soon.
No, I'm fine. I'm still going to try and go to work tonight.
You're still going to try, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're going to try?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm working tonight as well. I'm at, again, my final shift at Waxy O'Shea's for over the new year. I've been doing holiday cover.
Yeah.
So I've got a 8:15 till 9:45 in Waxy O'Shea's. And it's been bouncing. It's been really good.
Rolo will be pleased that you'll be able to take him back out again.
On a night time. He's fast asleep down here, Rolo. He's on his bed and he's absolutely chilling. Hi from snow in Barry and Furness. See you in a few days, says Yvonne. It must be nice when you've got so much snow and you're knowing that you're going to Tenerife.
Yeah.
You see, I feel...
I get that.
What do you think of the wind here?
I think it's freezing.
It's a cool wind, isn't it? We've got a cool wind. You guys will come over here and you go, this is nice.
When you think about it, you see, because our houses are built to keep them cold. So when it's cold outside, the houses are freezing. You come outside for a warm because all you can get through the house is cold wind. So it makes it even colder.
It's the truth, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was like the houses last night. We shut the doors last night and kept the room from the kitchen into the dining room, and we actually brought out the heater.
Yeah, the
And
radiator.
the radiator actually works off the big batteries. I have not touched wood. I haven't touched the firewood. I have not been on that roof for how long?
Oh,
Couple of months.
said it now, and yeah.
Couple of months.
Since the batteries came in, was it not?
Yeah, since the batteries came in, it's been really, really
Oh,
good.
the water got fixed. We now have hot water.
We have hot water
constantly.
as well. I know, it's cool.
Spoiler rotten.
No snow in Commonwealth, although it's trying to snow. Living the Dream says, what dates in February is Shelley away? We'll be booking soon.
We
That's
have
Dave.
just booked the
Hi, Dave.
flights. We've booked all the flights. We've booked to go to Holland.
Yeah, we're
We've
going to talk
booked-
about that.
We've booked the flights to England.
We go to
now
England.
February the 14th, we go to England. Friday.
That's Friday. And we come back.
And we come back on Wednesday. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 19th.
Yeah.
So I'll be back at Hobbies on the Thursday.
Hoppy Thursdays we'll be staying.
Yeah. Oh no. Hobbies on that Thursday are closed.
Yeah.
They're closed for 10 days, aren't they? So that week, Hobbies is closed. So I'm back to work on the Friday. Whoosh. Full week off. Yay. And then we go to Holland.
I thought, I'm not surprised, Shelley. I thought we'd give Shelley a Christmas present yesterday. She was feeling a bit down. And we booked the flights to Holland, didn't we?
We did.
And we are off to Holland. When are we going?
28th.
28th of May. 28th of May for a week. We're going to fly into, this is what's really good about this, we're going to fly into Amsterdam, and we've got our first 2 hotel nights booked,
Yeah.
and we've got our final night hotel booked. So we're going to fly out early mornings, we're going to go back into near the airport, and the rest we're going to wing it.
Yeah.
And we're going to go to the east of Holland and go over the old places where I used to live and work, and show Shelley some of the beautiful sights of Holland, aren't we?
Yay.
I really can't wait for that. I think it's going to be really, really
Can't
good.
wait.
It's going to be great. Scotsman's on, Kev. Snow just come on. Immediately checking Skyscanner. Get in, Kev. Hope you well, mate. Not being on for a bit. Had a problem with the heart. It just jumped with the heart. However, on the right way back, so should be out in March. Had to cancel 2 trips last year. Can't wait to go back. God bless you, Jim.
Oh.
Hope everything's all right. A wee bit of snow on off-ski, Kevin. That's right, yeah. Hi from a very snowy Sheffield. Just been out clearing the drive. Have you seen the latest way to clear the drives? They cleared it in lines that way, and then lines that way, so it looked like a chessboard, and then it's got rid of all the squares. It's like the future. This is the sort of weather.
Lines close together.
Because you build it, it all builds up together and compacts together. This is the day today. I was chatting with
They future them like.
I was chatting with my old boss. What, the copper soup?
Cup of soup.
I was chatting with my old boss.
Copper soup.
And today's the day where we'll be on the forecourts clearing the snow between the cars. In your black leather shoes, suit pants, and like overall coats, and it's not nice. It is just not nice. You both deserve a break. Holland somewhere different. Yeah, that's right, Michelle. I love it. I love Holland. I think it's amazing.
I'm really looking forward to. I've only been up that way. I've been to Copenhagen, like Denmark. Popped into Sweden one day shopping, but that was just across the bridge.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to going and doing something different. We don't want a beach holiday when we live here. We never go on the beach here. So maybe that's what we should do. Maybe that's why I'm sick.
You're not going to say you're freezing?
That's freezing.
There you go, you see. So no, stop talking rubbish. Hayley Butler's on the beach today.
Haley's got the beach. I'm like flaming hell, Haley.
Afternoon both from a very wet and grey Cornwall. Living the Dream says we're planning flying the 12th. Will the Thursday the 13th show still be going ahead, or will you be packing?
Yeah, no, no. 13th still on.
Afternoon, Rick, Shelley, Mark and Andrea here. Met you both Boxing Day, Andrew's birthday at Hoppies.
Oh, yeah.
Missing it that much, back out with the 10th of Jan.
Nice.
Hopefully catch up with you. See you this. We'll be here before you know it.
I know.
10th of Jan, what are we on now? We're on the
6th.
6th today.
That's a Thursday.
5th today.
5th.
King's Day tomorrow.
Supposed to be making a big dinner and everything, and Rick doesn't want one, so we're not making it yet. I've got this piece of pork that you could feed the village with.
It's like that. You brought, yeah, it is. It's a big one, isn't it?
Do you know how to write? I didn't have a stop. You know what? I know what it's like in the Christmas when the shopping and everything, and because it's King's Day tomorrow, we think all the Christmas shopping like has kind of died down a little bit for the fighting for the food and all this. But because it's King's Day, the Spanish are still shopping. They're still in the midst of all the, oh my God, panic state.
It's their Christmas Day tomorrow.
Yeah, so I'm in a supermarket. Excuse me, I'm in a supermarket yesterday, and I saw this turkey, stuffed turkey, and it says it's a gala turkey stuffed with whatever
Turkey.
turkey, yeah, crown, but it was about this big, and it had reduction 50%, need to be used by tomorrow. And I thought, oh, that'll be nice. I'll take that. I'm going to cook that. And then I looked at it, 50% discount. It had written on €15, and then something, then down to $7.50. I thought that because turkey's not that expensive until it's blinking Christmas.
Yeah.
So I looked at it, and I thought that's really cheap. That I thought I'll have that. Don't know what stuff. It gets to the counter. She says, "Where's the box?" Oh, I don't know where the box is. It was just sitting. It was in the fridge. So she goes,
Yeah, the face.
like this with her face, and you go, really? Is there any need? So she goes on the intercom, shouting for this whoever to come. They go get the box in there, keeps building up and building up, and you feel like an idiot. And then eventually comes back with the box, scans the box, and then she turns around, she goes, "That's €80, please." And I went, "Sorry, what? Why is it €80?" And I went, then I pointed to the turkey, and I went, "Is this not 50% off?" And she went, "Yeah." That took it down to €40. I'm like, it was €80 for a turkey.
Turkey was €80.
Is it decked wood? I mean, really, I thought flaming hell. And I was like, "Art, I don't want it." I said, "I'm not paying €40 for that." And she was like, she's all in Spanish, and she's going, and the look that she gave me, I thought, you know what it is? I haven't even got the energy to argue with you. She's like, she goes back on, "I need a manager to come over." And even the woman, the manager came over, and she's going, "Bah, bah, 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 bah." And the manager's like, "Art, calm down, hang on, I'll sort it out. It's not a problem." And I thought, clearly you're stressed, and I thought, I'm giving you this because it's Christmas and you're having a bad day. But is there any need? So it happens all over the world, people. Even in Spanish supermarkets, you want to kill the checkout woman just for being a complete.
You were ready to knock her out.
There's no need for it, you know what I mean? Who pays €40? Who pays €80 for a turkey? So we've got no voice left already.
Kaz Simo is off to Jamaica again this summer.
Oh,
You
nice,
like Jamaica?
Kaz.
You would like it over there. Karen Reference said we've already booked to see you in March. Shelley says Karen.
Lovely.
Catlet says you can't go to work tonight, Shelley. You need to get yourself to bed with a hot toddy and plenty of rest. Lovely. Get well soon.
The more I'm taught, the more I'm going, yeah, I don't think I'm going to go work tonight.
I think you're. I don't think you're making this.
I don't think I'm making
I don't think she's making this already. I know I can hear that. Any more news about Princess Di's reopening? None whatsoever.
No.
The other bars have opened around it.
Yeah.
Apparently, but Princess Di's and the Ruby Slipper are still closed, which is.
That must be costing them a fortune.
They've had since they've took over, they've gone through COVID and they've gone through this.
Yeah.
So they're having a tough gig up there.
Yeah,
They're now working out from the old lodge in Puerto Colon. So if you still like the Princess Di's crew and you want to go and see them, you can see them at the old lodge in Puerto Colon. I think that's where Doris is, and I think Billy Porter's over there as well.
Yeah.
So you'll find them from that space. But yeah, they're having a bit of a tough time. If you're better on the 14th of January, I'll see you at Chicago's with Hayley, says Craig.
Craig, you have a look on my Facebook page by about 4 o'clock, and then if I cancel, it'll be on there. If I'm not, then I'll be turning up tonight. So just have a look at 4 o'clock on my Facebook page.
Daz Clegg says, Happy New Year, guys. All the best, Daz and Deb. See you in March. All the best, guys. Have a good one. Phone Mick and Jude and cancel tonight, Pet, says Craig.
Everybody's.
I think it could be on the cards, that, couldn't it?
I know.
You're not sounding too great at the moment.
No.
The truth is, we didn't know whether you were going to work tonight or not, and we said, well, I'll put the post up anyway, because I do the Night Owls social media post, and I've put it up there, all knowing well that most probably this hour is going to tell you whether you're going to do it or not.
Yeah. The problem is when you're a singer, right? It's sometimes you have a head cold and it's fine, and then you can sing through it. Other times you can hear it in your voice where it doesn't. And then if it's running any further down to your throat of any description, then it'll start traveling down your chest. If it hits your chest, you're absolutely screwed. That will take you a long time to get over. And if you push through one gig, that's 2 gigs or 2 shows tonight, one at the Rumpot.
Yeah.
If you push through working when you are like this, then it takes you longer to recover. So the thing is, if I don't work tonight and I'm off tomorrow, which is my day off, I've only got one show with Hayley on Tuesday. I've got a better chance of fighting it.
To get ready for Wednesday.
To get rid of it, to start to get back in on a Wednesday.
Yes.
Wednesday.
Mark Robert Murphy, 80 quid for a turkey is madness. You'd get one in Aldi for a tenner.
Yeah.
The thing is, the price on the turkey said 15 odd.
It said,
and then less 50%.
That's per kilo. I'm like flaming hell, man.
What is in this gold?
I don't know. Probably stuck with truffle or something.
Speedy Van Man says I'm back over in 2 weeks. See you always zigzagging down the Mirador Strip, no doubt. We see a lot of people zigzagging down the Mirador Strip. I will tell you, actually, a friend of mine who used to be the PR at Dillon's is now working back at Bojangles. She's at Bojangles doing the PR down there. She's Emma. She's lovely, Emma. I really like her. Great boss. Her fella Shelley is the chef from Chicago's. And he went from Chicago's to Bojangles last night, waiting for Emma to finish. And while he was waiting to finish, somebody stole his bag, right? Now, that means...
like a little duffel bag.
It's like a little duffel bag. He carries it everywhere. And then somebody's took it and stole it. He's got his chef's clothes in there and his paperwork in there. So, this to me then tells people is, if you use your common sense, you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
If you don't use your common sense and leave the bag on a wall or whatever it is, an opportunist...
He'll have put the bag on the wall.
Because he always does. Yeah. An opportunist will come along and take it.
Yeah.
So this isn't a warning to say Tenerife's now the most dangerous bag snatchers in the world everywhere.
No.
Like, you know, a vlog could be made.
Yeah.
This is more a question of like, use your bloody common sense, people.
Yeah.
And you'll be fine. I go in there all the time. I walk around there with computers, phones, drones, everything. I use my common sense.
Yeah.
I treat it as if it's like my kid. Yeah. And it's fine.
It's like a major city.
Yeah.
There's that many people, and it is rammed.
Opportunistic.
At the minute. Absolutely
rammed. It is rammed at the moment. It's that week.
Somebody said that they'd left yesterday, and they'd never seen the airport being so busy for departures.
Yeah.
Because everybody came for Christmas and New Year. I've never seen so many
and
people for a long time.
They're all going home, and it's been a great crowd, to be honest with you. I've had a really great crowd.
Lovely people.
Yeah, really nice. Great crowds that have been.
I've seen a couple of incidents.
Yeah,
which is,
nice people, nice having fun, nice age group, nice responsible people. It's been a really good season between Christmas and New Year, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it normally tends to come down to.
Very busy, like.
Yeah. So Rebecca's on. Good afternoon, guys. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Rebecca. Hope you had a good one. I hope you guys all had a good one as well. It's just, it's for you guys now. It's one of those ones where it's all done and dusted.
Yeah.
And we've still got about 2 days left to go, haven't we? Because the King's kicks in.
Yeah.
And that's tomorrow, King's Day, and so they're having off today and tomorrow. But I think they'll roll it onto Tuesday as well, because normally they'll have the eve before King's, but it's a Sunday. It's just like if you have a bank holiday on a Sunday, they carry it through. So. If he's a chef, thank goodness his knives were not in the bag. So true, Tricia. So true. He literally gets changed, and he's all. I've already seen him from past form. He used to be outside Dillon's all the time.
Yeah.
And it's most probably just the same sort of thing. They're more worried about the paperwork, because the paperwork's harder to get hold of.
The problem is the paperwork. That'll be, if he's got his passport in there, he's got major problems for that, because he's supposed to be going back to Ireland.
Yeah.
To get his heart. He's got a pacemaker.
He's got a pacemaker.
Get his pacemaker sorted. In, I think it was 15th.
Yeah. The traffic in Tenerife last week felt like being back home. Cars everywhere. Seems to be like that all over the island. There are far too many cars on the island.
Ridiculous last week.
There are far too many cars on the island. The best thing that could happen is if the Tenerife government decided to put a cull on car hire and limit the amount of people the amount of cars that car hire companies are allowed to have.
I agree.
You don't realise there's a place called Chafiras, which is near the airport at the top of the Gulf, and there is wasteland up there about the size of our wasteland here that we've got, and they fill it with cars.
Yeah.
And then so that they've got brand new cars all on there ready to go, and then around the Christmas New Year the wastelands are empty, which means those cars are out on the road.
Yeah.
And this is the reason why I'm very glad that I have a scooter.
Yeah.
And, you know, the scooter just saves me. The scooter saves me all the time. Him and her, Happy New Year, just home from Jamaica. It's -8 degrees here in Aberdeenshire. Oh my God, -8. You know, we just. I think the temperature dropped to about 11 degrees last night for us. I think it was really cold for us. For Tenerife, that is a really cold. I'd say
because it's not that cold down in town. Don't get us wrong. It isn't that cold down in town. Still sitting at probably 18, 19 degrees in town at night. I think up here it's like a different. We're still about 5-6 degrees lower up here.
To give you guys a bit of an idea of when I'm out walking the dog, I'm walking at the bottom of the village of Guia de Azora. From the bottom to the top of the village is most probably a 10-minute walk.
Yeah.
And then behind that, there is a hill, or no, it's not the mountain, but it's a hill attached to the mountain, obviously. All last week, that hill was covered in snow.
Yeah.
So the wind then comes off the snow, which comes down onto us. And I think that's what's giving it the chill factor.
Yeah.
I think that's what's doing it. So that's how high up we are. I love it. The clarity of the of the air up here, when it's clear, is beautiful, isn't it? but it's and I absolutely love it. But it is a bit it's a bit of a the temperature difference. I'm sure I had about a 7-degree temperature difference the other day. When I got in the car, it was 19, and got down there, it was 26.
Yeah.
You know, so there's 7
Put it
degrees.
this way, I took a jumper off just like 10 minutes ago to come and sit outside, and I'm now wondering why, because I still think it's cold.
You think it's cold? Go and get it.
Not because it looks ridiculous.
Nuzzles Wink Wink says, spot on, Rick, I saw those new high cars for myself. There's loads of them. It's true. It's true. And there's compounds upon compounds of them that they just dump them there. Because when they're not going to be used, like now, we're going into the quiet period now?
Not yet.
No, and
No,
it's February, isn't it?
It's kind of just before Easter, it kind of goes quiet again.
So all those cars will then just disappear back into the compounds again. And then they drag them all back out
I
again.
think March is the worst month.
The Canary Weekly did a thing. Boss, is he trying to call us? Just call him back in 20 minutes. Just say we're doing a live. I'll call him back at 3. I think the Canary Weekly did a thing where they said if they took all the cars from the owners onto the roads, all the roads will be lockdowned. So you've got all the cars of the owners, and then you've got the high cars as well. And I think that's the reason why the infrastructure of them cannot cope. And I think you said something the other day, which was really quite interesting. We were coming home one night after work. It was after Hoppers, actually. And we were going up the road, and the people wear black. It's getting dark. People are wearing black, and they're trying to cross the roads. And you just said, do you know, they really should have put they really should have put street lights on the zebra crossings. Is you all right? They should really put the street light on the zebra crossings. And it's like, yeah, but I don't believe that when they first created these roads, they were expecting this amount of influx of people. I think that's the case. Is everything all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just says he has good news.
Oh, cracking. Okay, we'll soon find. I'll call him at 3. So I think that's the biggest issue. It's just the whole infrastructure. I remember you guys might have seen it. Actually, there was a Top Gear, and I think they went abroad and they went into like one of these Top Gear specials, and they went, is it Mongolia or something like that? And they were walking down this street, and this street was like a 15-lane road that went on for like 5 miles, and there were just the two of them walking down because they were bearing in mind the infrastructure for years to come down the line. I think they were building for that.
Do you know what it is though now? Because like I say, there's still that many zebra crossings, and they're no and you're going to need the infrastructure putting in. Really, in this kind of day and age, they could put something up like what they call them lights? Solar light?
Yeah, solar lights.
So then they just stick them on.
Yeah.
Or pin them down or something, you know what I mean? So they don't need, they run off the sun. And
Trish says the more tourists that come, the more high cars are wanted. It's so true, Tricia. They're actually, they've talked about this for years. They're going to put a train system in from San Isidro straight down to Las Americas. But you're on a mountain and you've got to like dig through it. And they're trying to do 3 lanes from the airport down to...
I tell you, they've been doing that since I lived in 2000. They're
doing 3 lanes down from the airport down to Las Americas.
That's just causing chaos.
And that's just causing absolute chaos at the moment. So I think the problem the island got is the size of the island, the popularity of the island is now the infrastructure isn't big enough. Yeah. It's like having a boat and putting more and more people on the boat. Eventually the boat sinks.
They're talking about whether or not, I don't know if they've agreed it, they're building a bridge from Tenerife to Gran Canaria.
An air bridge or something like that, a sea bridge. I don't know if that's going to happen.
I'm like, a sea bridge. They can't build a flipping
Is
bridge.
it 60 miles?
Can't build a bridge across a road over here. Never mind a flipping sea.
I think Tenerife to Gran Canaria is about 60 miles. Brennan Tanya says, where are you two from the northeast?
I'm from just outside of Sunderland.
And I'm from the little town called Manchester. I lived in Cramlington up in the northeast for 15 years. That's the reason why sometimes I get an accent going on. Which is Shelley's favourite venue to sing in at Tenerife?
Oh, you see, I've got all different kinds.
For different reasons.
Yeah. I love working hobbies because you lot turn up and you're amazing audience and I can sing anything I want in there. They love the big ballads and all that. And I love that. I absolutely love doing that. But I love working the night out because it's got a big stage.
Sound system's good in the night.
Yeah, and I find it hard to sing on, but he's turned the monitors round now so you can hear a bit. Yeah. But I also like working Mustang Sally's because your audience is there as well. You know, I get a lot of feedback and banter from the audience in Mustang Sally's. So and then you go, the rum pot, you just go in, it's full of mental cases. They're all smashed and they're just, every bar has something different. But
I've really enjoyed working Waxy O'Shea's. The sound system's really good. You feel like you're in an enclosed arena where the people then are looking at you, and the interaction's fantastic. You can reach the people right outside at the back. The style of stuff that I do is like the comedy style of it. It just works really well. Yeah. And you can go. You still have enough bank with the tables and stuff. It's really, really good. I enjoyed that. I've really enjoyed working there. All night, Mike. Good afternoon, Shelley. Hope you're both doing well. You couple of legends or legends. Legends. All the rest, best to you, Mike. Karen Gregory's on. Good afternoon. A very happy new year to you both. Sorry to hear you poorly, Shelley. Could be worse.
Well, Karen's just another one that.
You could be freezing in Scotland.
I don't know. I'd quite like to be in the house with a bit of fire and that, and I could do that, you know.
You can now, yeah.
Flaming Xmas gone mental. Look.
Oh my God.
Look at the stain on his man.
Tell you.
I'm just shoot me round the corner, but not in front of the dog.
Honestly, take her around the back and shoot her. It's sick note Shelley at the moment, isn't it? It's like, you know what it was? About 3 weeks ago you went, I feel really well today.
I know.
And it's like the first time you felt well for ages. And I'm not that I'm a conspiracy theorist, but you've not been well since the jabs, to be honest with you.
No.
Have you?
No.
You know what I mean?
I know.
I'm not that much conspiracy theorist. If anybody wants to see the Just Rick channel, find out what about.
That gives us something to watch if we don't go to work night.
I know. Everything great, Rick. It's all good. Thank you, Rebecca. Happy New Year, guys. The Chaddy crew back on the 25th. See you then. Oh, all the best, Wayne. Say hi to me dad, will you? He's from Chaddy. Chadderton. That's it, yeah. What's the weather like there? They've got a lot of rolling hills in the distance there, but they're covered in snow.
In Chadderton.
Yeah, and
Chadderton Jubilee. Oh, Chaddeston Jubilee.
That's Chaddeston, yeah.
Different place.
Yeah, Chadderton is Middleton near Oldham. And Chaddeston, I don't know where Chaddeston is.
Chaddeston's Yorkshire, not Mendy, Yorkshire.
Oh, is it? Living the dream. Oh, bless you, Shelley. Hope you feel better soon. Any more forward booking Holland, guys? Yes, Mike. We've done it. We're there. We're going. It was one of those things. It's like
Rick just gave in and went, you know what it is? Just book the extra leg room and just put. I love you, thank you. He's going, why'd you feel the need? You're a spoiled diva. I'm like, it's about the experience of the travel, isn't it? It's not about sitting on the plane, scrunched up like flipping battery hens. It's about.
But you're not flipping battery hens. It's just like a bus. It's like sitting on a bus.
Yeah,
but she's never been on a bus. See what I mean? She's never been on a bus.
I've been on a bus.
No, you haven't. When was the last time you were on a bus?
Listen, I went to Spain on a bus. Worst decision I've ever made in my life. I was 18. No, I was 19.
Was that last time you were on a bus?
No, actually, I was 20.
Was that last time you were on a bus?
No.
When was the last time you were on a bus?
Maybe on once after that.
Spoiled diva.
My car was in the car.
Spoiled diva. Absolutely spoiled diva to the hill.
Listen, I don't believe that you have to, if you want to go on a bus, go on a bus. And if you go on a plane, go on a plane. But I like to go on a plane. I've got long legs. I like to sit with my legs stretched out if I want to. And I don't want the front of me knees banging off the chair in front.
She likes to sit in row one, right at the front, where she can put her legs over. Everybody stands there, waiting to go for a crap.
No.
Farting away.
No, because you're on the right-hand side, so people are not standing in front of you.
That'll do my head in.
You're sitting on the right-hand side.
Do my head in.
Why?
Sitting there and everybody stood there.
No, they're over there.
Right.
They're not. You're looking at a wall. There's nobody in front of you, pet. You're at the window because apparently, at least my compromise is I have to sit in the middle.
There's 4 inches of snow in Chadderton. All night, Mike says, good on you both. Hope you have a great time in Holland. So just look forward to happy days. We are looking forward to it, to be honest with you, Mike. Shelley cannot wait to go. I can't wait to go. Need to work out a car hire for Holland. I need to put that out to my Dutch mates to find out the best company to use and to get that sorted. Because I want to literally, a day in Amsterdam and then drive into the east and spend about 4 or 5 days in the east where again, Amsterdam is not Holland. Just like London is not England or Edinburgh is not Scotland. So it's one of those things. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm looking forward to seeing that, really, and showing it you, really. There's some beautiful places over there. It's absolutely amazing. I know people who've had bad reactions to vaccines, so much so they don't have their supposed annual ones. I can imagine
don't have the annual injections anymore.
No.
No. Doctors keep texting, you can have that, but don't want anymore. Don't want anymore.
Tricia Slate said, I've just finished 3 series of Under the Dome and find out they're not doing a series 4. It was brilliant.
Oh.
Under the Dome? What's that?
I don't know. Never heard of it.
That looks good. That's a nice one.
I was watching, talk about the Dome, I was watching that Las Vegas Dome thing. Somebody was on it, in it. And they do like a virtual reality thing inside as well as concerts. It looks weird.
Under the Dome is a story of a small town that is suddenly and inexplicably sealed off from the rest of the world by an enormous transparent dome. Ooh, that looks good. I like that idea, and I went to click on it, and it's just gone subscribe. That looks good. Under the Dome.
Stephen King said this.
Yeah, Stephen King. Yeah. So Tricia, if you can't find anything to watch, your next one to watch will be Tulsa King.
Oh, I like Tulsa.
If you've not watched it, Tulsa King was very, very good. Carry On, the film Carry On.
That was awesome.
That was a great film as well.
That was really, really good.
We watched Extraction the other night.
Yeah.
Which was really good. Bit action, an action one. It was good, but Tulsa King, I thought was. We watched 2 series of that. It's very easy watching, but good story.
Yeah.
And it just flows really, really well. Let's have a look. Trish says, hold on. Just watched the series La Palma on Netflix, produced by Norwich Company. Anyone else watch it?
Yeah,
We watched it,
we
yeah.
watched that. It's a bit far-fetched.
A little bit far-fetched.
But
A little bit of holes in the plot.
yeah.
You know, a lot of plot holes. But it was good.
Yeah.
It was an easy watch. It was a nice watch.
Enjoyed it.
Really good.
Everybody over here has watched it.
Yeah.
We all know where to go.
Yeah.
if it's coming.
Shirley says, I love Maastricht.
Maastricht.
We're not going to get there because it's too far south in Holland. Maastricht is on the borders. Yeah, we're not going to get over that far. We're going to go to the east. We're going to go around the German border. We're going to go around Enschede, Hengelo, in that sort of area.
I don't know. I'm just getting in the car.
All Night Mag said, I'm not having any more vaccinations. I regret getting both and a booster. It's true, yeah.
Yeah, you know it is. It's a fact. I've never been to Six since I had them.
Yeah. No snow in Airdrie at the moment. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, you'll enjoy that Tulsa King, Trish. It was a really good watch, and I think we'll have a look at Under the Dome. Somebody else mentioned one as well, and you're Calvin, and it's not for the faint-hearted. It's called From, F-R-O-M.
From.
And I've seen a few of them, and I'm like, I'm looking forward to watching that. I've not watched it yet. I've seen a few trailers. And the reason why I've not watched it is because I'm in the middle of Squid Game 2, and I love it. This is the funny thing about Squid Game 2. Shelley's got no idea about Squid Game. She's never watched it, never seen it. She just knows it's a Korean show. She's in the kitchen. All she can hear is on, that's all she can hear. And she actually thought Squid Game was actually like a Korean version of It's a Knockout.
I did.
Of just these games. She did, basically, she did.
But then if you don't, when you die,
and then people just like, she went, can I hear shooting? I went, yeah, they're playing games and they don't get to do it, they're dying. What? So come and have a look. So like somebody failed this game and then all four of them got shot. She went, what? It's like, I said, it's a bit different. It's not like It's a Knockout. So
I liked it. I went to see It's a Knockout.
Eh?
I went to see It's a Knockout.
I know we don't mention Stuart Hall.
Oh, I forgot about him.
It's just a rest of the 70s. Living the Dream says, just finished watching Tulsa King. It's awesome.
Yes,
it was an easy. I got a little bit bored in the middle. It was an easy watch.
Yeah, it did go away, and then went, oh.
Bit soap series.
Then it went back up again.
And then back into a drama again.
Yeah.
But it was it was good. I really enjoyed it. It was. They've set up season 3 because at the end of season 2 you go. There's another show.
Yeah, another episode, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it came through into set up. Obviously, that's how they do it these days. Emma says, I'm sat here in Leeds with 4 inches of snow with a dog that refuses to leave the house. Don't blame it, as the log burner's on and we're just chilling watching you two. Oh.
Rolo's just...
Try and give you a bit of a sky for you there, Emma. It's not blue, it's white.
Got a bed, Rick's mum, her dog's bed, because she had me put to sleep, bless her. And we gave it to the dog and the cat took it.
Yes.
So we brought the dog's bed back out because the cat took that as well. And since we brought the dog's bed back outside, he's over the moon.
Because it's cool for him.
Because he likes it out here.
Yeah, so
he just chills and he's like...
He's actually, I'll show you before we finish, he's actually behind the camera on the floor, fast asleep in the bed.
For a long time, like, we need to get him a bigger bed, but he loves it. He loves being curled up. So he likes the comfort of it.
We will, for those of you who are struggling in the cold weather, just to let you know, we went to bed last night with 4 covers on the bed. 4 covers. And we've got, what tog's the quilt? 15 tog quilt, followed by a cover for you. Because the 15 tog quilt is like covering the bed, but the trouble is when the dog gets in the middle, they both go like that. So, because Shelley is a lady of a certain age, I tend to have the 15 tog. You get a cover, but then the dog starts, when we go out, starts scratching everything away. So we've put another cover over that to stop that.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm going to have to change the bedding every 2 days because it gets that mucky because the dog literally goes out in the dirt and comes in.
Yeah.
And then there was another cover on because it was cold.
Yeah.
And then we shut the window last night. And because it was freezing, we had honestly, it was just like, it was like batten down the hatches last night, wasn't it?
Cold,
it was just, but that's the difference when once that sun goes, the coldness in the night comes in. And it's cold now. There's a cold breeze now.
It's cold.
I can feel it. So it's it goes, and it's a really cool, really cool night, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this is like, I think I don't think it's going to get cold.
Cold afternoon. The main cold night.
I don't think it's going to get any cold.
No, I don't know.
I think we're now at the depth of
winter now, like.
Yeah.
Winter's cold.
Live the Dream says we're doing dry January and I'm whitening my teeth as part of a dental implant surgery, so can't drink alcohol or even tea or coffee. Oh
God.
Must be on water. Good luck with it. We've put things into place.
Yeah.
We're not dry January, but we've put things into place.
Stop drinking wine, which is like really hard.
It's not for me. It's for you. I know.
I've gone off drinking gin in the house. I did mix it up a bit the other night and put some pepper in it, cucumber.
Yes, yeah.
I managed 2 of them.
Went back on the water.
Yeah. After I'm getting to the point, I'm going to rather have a cup of tea or a water and like that. No.
I am going to start swimming. I've not been yet because don't forget for them it's the Christmas period that runs through. So tomorrow the short, and the Tuesday the short. So it'll be Wednesday before I actually start. But I'm actually going away today. 4 sports shops to try and find a pair of goggles. Can't find a pair of goggles anyway. 4 sports shops. 3 of the sports shops are more interested in looking good for clothes rather than actually doing anything to do with sports. So it's like JD Sports and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Ian the Drummer says, did you see the Facebook video of Duke from Life Pause enjoying his best life on the beach?
Did you see that?
Great, wasn't it?
There was another one that's gone up of two dogs. One of them, one of 3 dogs actually. One of them was tied up to a chain for 7 years.
Yeah.
And then had been adopted. They rescued it, took it away. It'd been adopted only recently, and now lives in Austria, I think. And there was showed a picture of him playing in the snow. And then there was another one. The 2 of them went together because they were really, really shut down in the kennels. And so they said, we'll fly them out. And they went over there. And they now still live together. And they were out playing in the snow, jumping about in the backyard.
What a great time.
That's so beautiful to see.
Melts your heart, doesn't it?
That was lovely.
It's great to
Makes
see.
me want to go up and get another one.
I know. Carl Ruston said, I hope it's hotter when we come over in March. Oh, them temps will
will
change.
be.
There's always dry gin and dry wine, says Colin. I loved it. I was watching the darts, and they always put these stupid signs up, on the darts. And there's one of them who says, dry January, failed it, mate. I like that. It was like the 2nd of Jan. Dry January, failed it, mate. It was brilliant. I absolutely loved it. I think it's great. I loved it and really enjoyed watching the darts. I thought it was it's amazing. 17 years of age. You're just watching history being made.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what a difference it came from. I remember the days when I was like, not even 10 years of age, sat in my nan's house watching the darts in the afternoon on World of Sport or something like that. And it was like Eric Bristow or, what's the other one's called? Jockey Wilson, Eric Bristow and all that sort of lads. And it was just like, it was boring. It was boring, wasn't it? And now it's just like phenomenal. It's great. So I really enjoy it. I think it's great. It's great to see. They brought in cheerleaders on stage.
I know.
And they have a walk on. It's like, what's going on? It's like,
see, that should be me. Emma's going, look what happens when I get a Sunday off. This is Emma Blacker just texted me, and she's just made this massive piece of roast pork with crackling on it. I'm like, oh, I need that. Like,
look at you.
Gravy.
I think I'll worry about you.
Why? I like gravy.
I cut
like
your arm off.
Sunday
Gravy will pour out of it.
I like
do worry
Sunday
about you.
dinner.
It's a crazy.
Come on, warm me up.
Hit me, son. So that's been happening with the darts. That's now finished. We're back to normal, and then we're back on with the football. I know. It's just one thing after another, isn't it?
So, it is as a singer, you just battle with sports. It just drives you insane.
Compare, you do.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, as an entertainer.
You do.
I know.
Having said that, talking about entertainment, we've got Man United Liverpool this afternoon, and I think we're going to get absolutely destroyed. I think United are going to get absolutely destroyed. We are not in a team in a place at the moment. We're not in a good place. As a football team, we are not in a good place, people. I know. Noordeganzee for me. We went to Holland over 50 years, still good memories. Yeah, it's actually Noordwijk. And it is there's a golf course there at Noordwijk. It is absolutely stunning. I've played it. It's phenomenal, and it is a beautiful area.
Be playing golf.
No, but that's then onto the west side again, which is really, it's literally, you don't. That's the sort of sea that Billy Connolly said he used to, when he was a kid, he used to go swimming in the sea, and it was Baltic. And he says, and he's there, and he's like, his little speedo's going swimming. Yet you don't realise 50 miles further out, there's oil rigs and there's people in the oil rigs. Lads, if you go in there, you're going to survive 30 seconds and you're going to die. It's like crazy. Ray Dovey says, Happy New Year. Bags packed tomorrow, out Tuesday. Victoria 1. 1800 high car, second driver, free. Rick Poker. Oh, look at you. From Maggie. Thank you so much, Madge.
Thank you.
That's for the poker. I'm working tonight, so there's no poker tonight. But I'll be pokering most probably next time I'll be doing it will be Tuesday, I think, because you'll be going to work.
Yeah.
So I might have a bit of poker on Tuesday. But I'm trying to get through Squid Game first of all. I'm trying to get through Squid Game. I'm loving it. I can't watch Squid Game when Shelley's in the room because Shelley's like, don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I have to watch MasterChef.
I haven't tried getting it.
Yeah, I have to watch MasterChef.
I never. Hang on a minute.
Or Suits.
You put a Suits finished.
Or Suits.
But you can put it on. I like the tea.
Well, it's fine. It's fine. Thank you so much, Ray, and all the best to you and Madge. And have a great time when you come over. I'll be hanging around. I do hang around Chicago's. The guy who messaged before is actually the owner of Chicago, so I do hang around there quite a lot through the week, through the day normally, doing a lot of filming and stuff like that. We are going to do another vlog, by the way, and the vlog is the question and answer vlog. I put a post up there about Q&A, and I was going to do it after this, but the way this lady is feeling at this moment in time, we might have to put a delay on that. Kat says, would you ever consider moving again with the trouble you've had, or is that you both settled now?
You know, it is. We are settled. Now everything works. I don't think we'd never say never, because we just don't know. You know what I mean? We get a bit fed up with the dust and things, but the house itself's lovely.
When we're in last night with the heating on and the house is in, and like, or Christmas when we're watching that films, it's like, it's beautiful. It's just a nice, snug little place. But there's little niggly things that goes on, and it's not the house's fault. It's the dust where the dog brings the dust in. Yeah. You know, so it's not the house. The dog's like, what are you talking about me?
Why is it my fault?
Yeah. So he walks out there when there was a leak out there, and you know he walked through the mud, and then used to walk in with and walk the mud all the way through the house. Yeah. And then it's things like that that just like you go.
Thing is, the chances of finding somewhere else which has the land, the size, and the price we're paying is just.
The housing shortage over here is phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
One of the entertainers, Simon Roberts, is considering leaving the island.
Yeah, in fact, so if I can't find somewhere to live for a 2-bed for 1,000, I'm not paying any more than 1,000. He says, then I'm leaving. So he says, I'm just not doing it. Yeah. That's because it's too much, you know. It's too much money, and he'll live anywhere. He'll live out of town, anywhere. He's like, I'm just not paying it. So we'll see what it comes up with.
It's true. It's really tough at the moment with the housing crisis. Yeah. And it's not going to it doesn't look like it's going to get any better. No. You know, it needs something to burst. Yeah. And the trouble is, you know, everyone doesn't want it to burst. Everyone wants to sustain what they've got. But
they're trying to bring new rules in for these Airbnbs, but I don't know who's policing it. That's the thing.
That's the thing. Yeah. What did somebody say? You got a complex. Imagine a complex with 100 apartments on that are residential complex. They have to have now. If somebody wants to turn an apartment into a holiday let, 60% of the residents have to agree to allow it. That's the new rule. Right. It sounds great in theory. The trouble is, over the last 4 or 5 years, there's that many people out of these 100 apartments that have turned them already into holiday lets.
Yeah, 40% of them are probably already.
That the 60% that do agree with it, they're already doing it. So there's still no pushback on it. Yeah. So it's like shutting the gate after the horse has bolted. Yeah. To us, that's what I think it looks like. So I don't know. Darren says, hi guys, glad you're both looking healthy, he says, but she's not. She's got the cold, man. She's got the cold. Good afternoon, Bertarelli. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone well, and Happy New Year to you all. Happy New Year. Darren House says, also I've done that one. Why don't they just build more houses? They'd obviously sell.
Yeah, they are building them, but they're just not. Even when they are building, we go, well, we'll put the prices up sky high because we know we'll get it.
We've got friends that are looking at. It give you a bit of an idea for you. We've got friends that are looking at saving to buy a house at the moment. Yeah. And they said, I said, are you all right getting a mortgage? And all that. They went, yeah, no, we've got fine. We should be fine with the mortgage. I said, well, what sort of deposit do you need? He said, well, you need a 20% deposit plus 10% for taxes. So it's really a 30% deposit. Yeah. I said, right, okay. So we walked away and went, 30% deposit. We could find a 30% deposit. I went, can we just hang fire and have a think about this? Imagine the houses that we're used to living in.
Yeah, the houses are like a minimum of 200 grand, aren't they?
Yeah, the house that we lived in on the Golf went for 350 grand. Yeah. The house we went on in...
I don't think that's anything spectacular.
In Kayasawaki, went for 350 grand.
350?
That house, most probably, they bought for about 70 grand.
To give you... The people who live next door to us on the Golf bought their house for 200 grand, wasn't it? Or 170?
No, 250.
250, and it went up 100 grand. So I don't actually know how much it's worth now. Then our little house sold for 350
in Kayasawaki,
and that was only a year later. So this is how high and how quick
the house that sold for 350 is most probably worth about, in all essence, in reality, it's most probably worth about. No, the house I'm talking about, the Kayasawaki house. Oh, right, yeah. So that house went for 350. The reality is that house most probably really should be worth only about 120, 130 because it's got a great view. Let's say push it to 200. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if we're used to living in a house for 200 grand. 10% deposit of that is 20 grand. They take 30%, so that's 60 grand to find. Yeah. To find a house that's not worthy of what we're living in. Yeah. Because the house price is that ridiculous.
Doesn't make any sense.
It just doesn't make any sense at this moment in time. And therefore there has to be a burst on it.
Yeah.
So maybe if I'm missing something, I don't know, but I think that's the case of it anyway. So the houses that they are building, they're up a fortune. So let's say this house here, really, how much do you reckon this house will be cost? 300?
Yeah.
This is a 300 grand house.
300, 400 maybe. It's got the land. It depends. You get the land with it.
You forget the land though. Just the house itself.
Just the house. Yeah, probably about
300.
4.
10%, 30%. 10%, 30 grand.
Yeah.
So 30%, 90 grand. To
So
find
if
this.
you've got 90 grand lying about, you want to put it down as a deposit.
And this house.
It's like Christ. Come on.
This house must probably cost 60 grand to
I
build.
paid 35 in it.
60 grand to build, I reckon. This.
37,500 I paid for my house, my first house.
Yeah.
And that was like, oh, really, am I going to pay that much? Flaming hell, that's like, you want more than that for a deposit? No, it's ridiculous.
And that's the story of the housing crisis over here at this moment in time. And what's happening is, and this is what all the protests are about.
Yeah.
What happening is the wages are not reflecting in the house prices as well, and the staff then can't find anywhere to live, and therefore they literally people are living in cars and people living in tents because they can't find places to live, and all they're trying to do is work and live. That's the reason why they're all against tourists. It's not against the fact they're not against tourists themselves. They're actually against the tourist model, because the model's actually is creating this because there's too many people coming into the island, and the infrastructure is not ready for it. Yeah. And that's where the issue comes from, I suppose. So there you go.
Absolutely.
Sorry about that. I just thought I'd give you a bit of information. It's quite interesting. It's an interesting story about how it's going.
You look at people now who's actually bought the houses a while back, and you go, God, how lucky are you?
Yeah.
To actually getting them, you know.
Yeah.
And my friend, she bought her house in Callio for 150,000, and I'm like, really, that's a fortune. And it was brand spanking new from the plans she bought it. 2-bedroomed, lovely house, an apartment, ground floor, but a lovely round terrace and everything. And I'm like, now that's got to be worth an absolute fortune. Lovely view right the way down to the beach and everything. Like, wow.
Yeah. Kieran says, after you two roll on March, me and we'll see you. See you then, Kieran. Kieran's trying to kick off at Hoppies. Do us a favour. Can you play Penny Arcade or something like that? He was asking. We had the Rangers and Celtic match around the corner. He'd kick right off. Emma Bray says the house and land next to you, which is only 1 bedroom, was on the market for 350 grand.
Which one?
I don't know. It could be around here. I don't know. But it just shows you. It absolutely 100% shows you that it's, the model's broken.
I think, the one next door, the house is only 1 bedroom, but the house isn't built.
It's not even built.
It's not even built. The plans
and they're
are
asking
in.
for 350 grand.
It has the plans in by all accounts, but it's not built.
And they're asking for the 350 grand.
Your bricks are there. Knock yourself out.
Yeah, when you come over, bring a trowel and some cement with you. We'll get it done. It's absolutely crazy. It's really crazy. But that's we are extremely lucky to be where we are. We enjoy the house where we're in. The value of the house is nowhere near on reflection of its actual what its value should be.
No.
But that's the same everywhere else. So you can be on paper, you can be a millionaire on paper, and you're not. You know what I mean? You see, I find this back in the UK. I've still got a house in the UK, and I found what I find in the UK, like similar to here, is we've got the value of the houses going up. You've got your energy prices going up. And your energy prices are not reflecting of what you're earning, what your income you're earning.
Yeah.
So therefore, people are struggling because their income's not going up with the same price of the energy. So you've got your own struggles over there.
Yeah.
Last year was horrific. I don't even know what it's like this year. I've not really seen it, but last year was absolutely horrific over the winter period. I remember we went back with Calvin, remember?
Yeah.
And he was like down to the last pence going, that'll cost you that much.
Yeah, he knew everything. He says you have to know. He says you have to know what you're spending, otherwise he says you're just in a state.
Yeah. The people who don't know, they're the ones that most probably struggling, push the boat out. That's your energy price went that way. Your wages didn't go that way to reflect it, so your cost of living went up through the roof. So all of a sudden, your expendable cash that you had just disappeared.
Yeah.
And that's the same over here. Is literally we've got that with the housing crisis at this moment in time over here, or the workers have that with the housing crisis because their wages don't reflect it in the slightest.
Yeah.
And that's the issue. The Canarian people. It has been predominantly I call it a second world country. If Africa's a third world and England's a first world, the Canarians was always a second world for me.
Yeah.
In essence, from the age of 16, I've seen that. They're trying to pull themselves into a first world country. They're not quite there yet. The wages don't reflect that. The job opportunities don't reflect that. The infrastructure of engineering or anything like that doesn't reflect. Everybody has to leave the island to go and get a qualification in something that is economic value. Otherwise, you're in the retail. You're in the tourist industry, aren't you?
Yeah. In
the hostelry industry. So it's an interesting one. Stephen J says that the UK is a third world country. I've got my own views on that as well, Stephen. If you want to go to the Just Rich channel, you can sit here. It's not one to be put on here.
He's got a lot of views on a lot of things.
Rebecca says, "Put your cardi on, Shelley. It will keep you warm."
Oh, I tell you, gotta get it out.
Goat's milk soap. Goat's milk soap for your skin problem, says Yvonne.
Goat's milk soap. You probably can get that here,
Yeah.
Do a lot of goat stuff here.
Frank says, I bought a studio in Windsor Park for 20,000 pesetas in 1989.
Wow.
Not sure how much it's worth now.
A fortune.
Where's Windsor Park?
Windsor Park next door to Lagoon Park too.
Oh, aye.
Worth a fortune, that.
Absolutely worth a fortune.
Good investment.
Yeah, that's the one I didn't realise was that. Yeah, there's no house on it, Emma. There's absolutely no house on it. Guys and girls, we've kept you guys long enough, and we've kept Shelley long enough as well. I've got a feeling Shelley's going to be putting a sick note in
I think so.
for this afternoon. So if you're going down to the Night Owl, or you're planning on going down to the Night Owl, please still go and support Mick and Jude. But I don't think you're going to be seeing Shelley down there.
No, I don't think I'm going to go.
I think it's been a tough one for you, and get well soon, Pat.
Yay.
Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year, guys.
Thank you so much. I will let you know by 4 o'clock this afternoon there is a vlog dropping on Just Rick channel. So if you're watching this on catch up, have a go. Have a go for the. I'm sorry, something's just come up on there. Have a go and have a look at the Just Rick channel. See what you think of the vlogs on there. And for myself, guys, I'm going to leave you to it. I'm going to say thank you so much. I am going to leave you with the dog, showing the dog, and he's what he is like. So you get to see it from there. There he is. He's been like that, fast asleep, all the time. And with that, we're going to leave you. Guys, happy Sunday.